The thing that I'm most excited about for this entire video is I definitely want to do something ridiculous for the thumbnail, because I don't think we've ever, at least to my knowledge, done summons for someone on their wedding day. This guy's getting married as we speak, as we're doing summons. So this is the least exciting thing that he's got going on today, since he's literally going to be getting married today. So we have quite a decent amount of summons. Let's we're not doing these. Oh no, we are doing this. We're not doing the SWC 2021, but we can see what he... Really? The Water Weapon Master? Okay. I would love to I'm going to have a conversation with him about that. I'm curious to see what he has planned for that. Because I have one. I have fully Devilmond. I have not used since... No, I've used him since the... I shouldn't say I haven't used him. Let's just get it started. I have used him since the video that we did. I don't know that he needs to be... Okay, so he's okay for a couple arena offenses and for TOA Hell. Aside from that, I don't find much use for him at all. I don't find any use for him. Oh, I should do TOA Hell. I've been slacking on Am I the only... No. I know I'm not the only one. There's people that are slacking on TOA Hill as well. They're like, yeah, I noticed that it's there, and I'm also not gonna do it. So we're doing all the mysticals. The ninth. Come to us, 10 pulse, please. 10 pulse. It's been a minute. I've been doing the video for a minute. I'm already like, 10 pulse, count to us. Come on, get on it. They're like, you couldn't summon scrolls for a minute, really? You're so frustrated after a minute. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of I kind of want to see wedding pictures. Is that weird? It's weird, right? It's weird that I would want to see wedding. I'm just curious. Like we've never summoned for someone on their wedding day before. So. He said, I love all your videos. They're so interesting. Okay, I see he's buttering me up. It make my day at work go by faster. Most wanted Nat 5s are Jameer and more. I trust your judgment. You can feed any dupes you get. Keep the hard work. I don't work hard. I'm a YouTuber. I don't work hard. Why are people saying... Sometimes work is frustrating. It doesn't mean it's hard. Keep the and wants to be in a video. Someone is walking on the ceiling. I mean, I do live in an apartment complex, so I guess that's... Ooh, our first net. Wait, is that our first net 4? No, we got something else, right? We got something else. It's weird. People don't usually walk on the ceiling here, or I usually don't. No, we got something else. I usually don't. Yeah, they usually don't walk on the ceiling here. Because there wasn't someone upstairs before. Maybe they just moved in. Today. Could be. I don't know. That might... Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Anyway, what do we usually do for these summon videos? Oh, hooray. Water guard. So he's basically getting all of the... No Nat 5s yet. Wait, what did we get? Oh, we just got no Nat 5s yet. Skip the Nat 5. Yeah, well, no Nat 5s yet if you're going to just skip the Nat 5s. This was on his wish list, wasn't it? Yeah, it was on his wish list. Nice. Oh, we're not doing the friendship scrolls. No SWC scrolls, no 7-year scrolls, no Street Fighter scrolls, no friendship scrolls. So, no. I'm telling myself this, not you guys. I have to just remind myself. Yes. I do have... Because we always talk about the new games coming out. Oh, there's a game that came out that I don't think they really promoted it very much. I saw one thing for it. One thing. And I was interested because I was like, I'm always interested in seeing new games. They're all mobile games because I'm an idiot and I hate myself. But I'm always interested in seeing new mobile games. I saw this one, and it was interesting because it was Water Samurai. Why do I have to say it like that? It was interesting because it was. Well, I want to see the name, Torchlight M, which is the Torchlight franchise. So if you guys don't know what Torchlight is, it is a PC game. It's actually a pretty good PC game. I would recommend to play it. Like, if you like Diablo, things like that, I would recommend to play Torchlight. But this one is Torchlight M, so it's gotta be terrible. Like, it's not even the same. I don't think it's the same people. I don't think it's the same people. I think that they just, like, they farmed out the franchise. Yeah. This company has made only that game, according to Google, right? So I don't know if they've actually made other games and they changed the name. I feel like some of these game developers are going to be changing names soon, because a lot of the mobile game developers have bad track records. They don't realize they do, but they do. And a lot of people don't want to play more games from the developers. So, like, oh, these developers were very greedy and not at all generous with anything at all. And there was no gameplay and there was lots of scandals. And then the developer changes their name. I mean, they could do that as much as they want, but maybe not as much as they want. There is some effort involved in changing their name, but sometimes it's better to do that. I think they're going to realize that. Congratulations. Even if this is a dupe, even if that's a dupe, that's a great unit. Great unit to get a dupe of for Guild Wars. Actually, I don't know I don't remember exactly the, This is tripping me out, man. People are walking on the ceiling. Oh my god. Okay. I'll just not pay attention. It's weird, though. It's weird, right? Because usually you don't hear it. I don't know. Maybe some people hear it. I don't know. I think it depends on... What? It depends on a few things, like how old the place is, number one. How well it's built, right? Whether you hear or not. But, I guess now that I think about it, I have heard in many apartments, I suppose. And the apartments that I didn't were living on the top floor, so I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense. When I think more about it, the more and more I think it makes sense. All right. Oh, I was talking about other. So Torchlight, the original game, was very good. There's a couple of them. Mobile game, probably gonna be terrible. Probably gonna be really bad. So that should be interesting. We should play that on the second channel. Take a look at it, because a lot of people don't know about it yet. They will see some ads and things, because of course they're gonna start promoting it. But I think they're just slowly promoting it for right now. And then seeing if it's terrible or not. And then whether or not they want to continue promoting more. No, it's a mobile game. They're all terrible. Then we have, what do we have for new upcoming? The upcoming games are... This isn't... We got two! Okay. Well, we're on a time gate. Should we feed... Actually, let me pull up your stuff. Let me pull up you guys. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? This? Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Just want to double check. Alright, so Fire Slayer. Ah, you know, there's enough people. It's actually over 50% that said keep dupe Fire Slayer. So I will let him feed that later if he wants to. I thought that was going to be a feed, But there's enough people that say that they would keep Dupe Fire Slayer. So, over 50% of you. Interesting. That's why you got those polls, man. That's why I got those polls. So, most wanted Nat 5s are Jameer and more. Did you also want to fire Hypno Meow? He's pretty decent. In theory. Mine seems to not work, but I suppose most of them do work. For the most part. The reason that I say that mine doesn't work, he finally started sleeping things, right? Finally started sleeping things. Opponents just violent proc out of the sleep anyway. It's a 2-turn sleep, which of course they can just get 3 turns. So that's one way to deal with it. And then he effectively does nothing if they get 3 turns in a row. So that's fun. Welcome to Summoner's War, right? Esports. What do we get? Water Neostone Fighter. Fantastic unit. I have to rerun him for... There are some matches in RTA. Had actually guild content that I should bring Ryan. I should definitely bring Ryan in here. He works in the teams that I like to use. So, like for example, if I was to do like a control team and the opponents have like a heavy fire and water defense, but it's not like... It's fast enough, but it's not like gonna outspeed you, right? I could take a Chiwu and then a Light Monkey because, you know, whale. And that's nothing to do with it, but I could bring those 2 and then the Ryan. Because he would work with that team, right? Light Monkey just keeps everything CC'd. And I mean, any of these things that like could be fed later. If they're dupes. He does have a Perna, but we should maybe consider... We'll think about feeding one for a blessing. Well, how much stuff does he have, though? Is a lot of the stuff going to be new, or is a lot of the stuff going to be dupes? We should consider that. There is going to be new stuff either way. He's got roughly 50%. He's missing a lot of the new stuff there, though. We should consider feeding one. I should ask him, and then, I should ask him. I was on the fence. I wanted to keep the 2 Slayers, but he really didn't need 2 Slayers. He's not going to build 2 Slayers, so we're just going to, we fed it for Blessing, and we will continue. Although he's got some pretty good RNG so far. We should have let the RNG run out. We should just keep going. We should have fed. We should have made the executive decision faster to do that. Fire Onimusha. I feel like the Fire Onimusha is just such a solid unit. He's just like such a good fire bruiser. Hard to kill him. Heals himself. Does defense breaks. Skill 2. Does big AoE damage. He's such a solid unit. He really is. He's a very flexible unit. Like, I feel like a lot of people... I was doing this on the... I really shouldn't be doing RTA on the old Beginner's Grind account. Well, not the old Beginners. Was it? Yeah, the old Beginner's Grind account. I was doing RTA on that, because it's Bean's account now. Or a second account. Did we just get another Nat 5? Okay, we'll see what he has. Does he have Annabelle? Does he have Eladriel? None of them are fire. He does have Annabelle. If he has Eladriel, oh, he has both of them. Is another situation. Do people value the dupe Annabelle, the dupe Eladriel? This whole video is just... They do! That's the thing, we're getting things you could build for like a second for Siege. Annabelle, over 50% people said keep a dupe Annabelle. We want new stuff though. New stuff. Excuse me. I suppose it doesn't matter, since he has both. He does have both, right? I'm not just imagining that. Sometimes people feed things early game, so I always like to double check. Also, I don't believe myself ever. So. Wait, where's Annabelle? Yeah, she's right there. I want to keep that second. I want to keep second of all of these. That's the problem. I always want to keep seconds of everything. But no, I'll appreciate her. It's not my account. So if we have to feed 2 more, 4 blessings. Oh my god. Why can't we have 10 pulls? Seriously. If we have to feed 2 more for blessings, then we'll have double at some point. It's ridiculous. This game is ridiculous. Everything is ridiculous. Alright, so what do we have going on? We're talking about games coming out. Dislight! So many people are excited about Dislight coming. Well, yeah, a decent amount of people excited about Dislight. It's already been out. All of these games, all of the exciting games that are like decent and like look like they're worth playing have already come out and have been out, and other people have been playing them for years. How is this fair? How is this fair to Global? Dislight, it's been out. What else? Disney Mirrorverse, it's been out. Wind Jack-O-Lantern is actually... Hey, Hypno, why am I skipping all of this stuff? Harry Potter Magic Awakened, it's been out. Minion Masters has been out for like 10 years at this point. How long has that game been out? It was out on PC so long ago. I don't even know how long ago it was. So long. They're like, this is an afterthought. Let's put it on mobile. 10 years later, maybe they'll spend money on it. I don't know. I really genuinely don't know. They're either bad games. Mobile is... What? Why do we play mobile games? Seriously. This is how Summoner's War has achieved so much. It's because they're either bad games or most of them are bad games. Most of them I don't even want to talk about. There's just terrible games coming out. And then like the ones that do, it's like Global gets them so far after everything else. All Come To Us had to do is not screw up too bad. That's what they've been doing for years, is just not screwing up too bad. And they've been wildly successful. This is the standards for mobile games. Don't screw up too bad, and you make $2 billion. Wow. It's crazy. Water BK. It really is crazy. $2 billion. Like, I want to get more hyped about. Like, I would be more hyped about all this stuff that I kind of think might be decent games if they weren't already out. They're out. Global can't play them. Global doesn't get to play them. That doesn't feel fair. That never felt fair. That never felt fair. It never felt fair either. Do we have some rainbow mod storage? No, it's right there. Let's stick these in while we're at it. Yeah, so the most exciting ones coming out on pre-registration for Google is Dislight, Octopath Traveler, which actually is kind of interesting. Apex Legends, which is not really our community, doesn't really get into. Well, some of them do get into it, but you know, there would be a lot of most people wouldn't watch if I did Apex Legends anything content because it's a different genre. There's just any that's not specifically my channel or anything. That's like YDCB that happens to him as well. Is oh my goodness! Oh, he's missing both. He's missing both. I'm going to have to make an executive decision. I'm going to have to make an executive decision. I think that people are going to find too many ways to counter this. They're already kind of playing around him. I'm going to make the executive decision to go with the Water Sky Surfer. he may hate me. He didn't say he specifically wants Shadowcasters. He may hate me for this. He may just unsubscribe from the channel and punch me in the wee-wee. He may hate me for that. Some of you guys might hate me for that too. But I just, I happened to actually get the Water Sky Surfer recently. So I have both of those skilled up. I just find that more people are using the Water Sky Surfer more effectively than the Water Shadowcaster. I mean, we still have time to see Water Shadowcaster, good or bad. But, I think there's going to be a lot of controversy about that. Like, oh my god, I can't believe. I can't believe. So. Here's the thing. If he wasn't CC'd, like, the issue is, if you couldn't CC him, he'd be crazy. But you can counter him by just CCing him. So that's my logic there. And then the also he does require decent amount of he requires crit rate and crit damage and attack power and also HP and also resistance. He's got a lot more rune requirements that he needs versus the Miles, who he does additional damage based on speed, but he actually doesn't need to be. I find a lot of people runing Miles wrong, ruining him with way more than they really need to, because they could actually rune Miles very, very much easier than they are, and he would still be good. So Miles is actually easier to rune than you realize. I mean, he does need some speed, but he also gets extra speed. Controversial, though. I think a lot of people find that decision controversial. You let me know. Would you have picked the other one? I was gonna say, am I an idiot? No, don't ask the internet if you're an idiot. They will always say yes, all the time. It will not be a debate. It will be you are an idiot. Doesn't matter who asks it. Someone in the internet asks, am I an idiot? Everyone resoundingly says yes. So. Could be like Einstein. People be like, nah, you're an idiot, bro. It's the internet. You don't expect the internet to not be the internet. Alright, so we got exciting games coming out. Dislight, Octopath Traveler, Apex Legends, Disney Mirrorverse. What else? Or the ones that I think have the most potential, rather. Harry Potter Magic Awakened, Diablo. Ni no Kuni actually is on the pre-registration now, which I should mention. And then Echoes of Mana, which is Square Enix. That's about it. Streets of Rage 4. I don't know if we discussed Streets of Rage before, but Streets of Rage, I don't know if you guys are aware, but Contra came out with a game recently for mobile. I thought it was cool, but, you know, the audience is not Contra audience. The audience is not a shooter audience. It is a gacha RPG audience. So Contra is not really the audience. Again, this is the same thing other content creators have. This is not just my channel. This is not just us here as an audience. Some of you guys like shooter games. Like, I'm aware of that, but we kind of get, with YouTube and Twitch and everything, we kind of get pigeonholed into, this is what you are, this is what you do, by the viewers, and you kind of have to, right? To have a channel, it's like you have to kind of define what the channel is. So, I'm not making any sense, am I? So yeah, so like, why do you see people try to play shooter games and they will be like not even anywhere near? Like, he will get maybe 15 to 20% of the viewers for him playing shooter games as he does playing Epic 7, right? So it's a massive difference. So yeah, if I did like Contra or Apex Legends or anything like that, like, people would just not be interested. Whereas if Ninja, for example, you know, Ninja, Fortnite streamer, whatever, started playing Raid Shadow Legends, then I think a lot of people wouldn't be very interested in that, since it's a completely different game. It's a completely different game. It's a completely different genre. I think it's funny because he did that, and I'm making a joke because he was like the biggest. It was just Raid Shadow Legends. It's like, that's not the audience for that, but I mean, they were just throwing money at anything, though. They were like, hey, Ninja's popular. We'll just throw extra money at him, put him in the game. But it wasn't the Fortnite audience and the Raid Shadow Legends audience are not the same audience. Like, I'm sure he got a lot of people to download Raid Shadow Legends. However, I can't imagine a lot of them became like these mega whales. I'm sure it was a small percentage. They just wanted people to download and at least, you know, get interested. But I think that I know that this, our community is much more inclined to spend a bunch of money on Raid Shadow Legends. So they get more value per 100 players that download from our community than they would from Fortnite community. I mean, it's just the same thing as anything else in business. You're not going to go to McDonald's and expect, like, I don't know, quail eggs. Like a $20 quail egg biscuit. Whereas if you were to be served like French fries and vanilla ice cream in a waffle cone at a Michelin star restaurant, people would be a little bit upset, right? It's just different markets. So certain place for a certain thing. There's other games coming out. There's other games that were recently mentioned. Hey, Fire Cobalt Bomber. I'm not even paying attention to the summons anymore. Did we get anything good? We did. We actually did. We have been getting good summons. I can't complain about these. But Ni no Kuni. Okay, for those of you. Oh, Mythic Legends. So those are the ones that I think are the most interesting, as far as like they seem like games that also people have put effort into. There are some other ones that we didn't mention before. Streets of Rage. Lulz. I don't know if we mentioned it, but Streets of Rage. There was a King of Fighters game. King of Fighters game came out not too long ago. Streets of Rage. There were other fighting games that came out on mobile as like gacha fighter games. It looks cool. Streets of Rage looks cool, but like, do you get super excited to play it long term, or is it just a game? I don't feel like the Streets of Rage 4 is going to be a long-term mobile game that people play for years, like Summoner's War or Epic 7 or like things like that. I feel like Genshin's going to be around for quite a while. They're not going anywhere. Genshin's not as popular as it was, but they're still not going anywhere. They're going to continue to have a community, just like Summoner's War is not as popular as it was, but is going to continue to have a community for, you know, still at least a couple years. So that's, oh good, my account is safe for a few years. Is their biggest money maker, and they've already had things that have made less money around longer. So they don't need to make a crazy amount of money to keep the servers open. Come to us with Summoner's War. I'm just letting you guys know, like, even if they're making significantly less than they are now, servers will still be open. There just won't be crazy updates or anything else. Right. They'll be like, here's a new Hall of Heroes for a monster that nobody cares about. Like, that's what they... Oh, they already do that, right. Okay, so Streets of Rage, what else we have? Mythic Legends, which looks like a auto chess... I don't know if it is auto chess. It just looks like auto chess visually. It might not be auto chess gameplay style. Actually, I should probably read it. Shouldn't I? I should. Blah blah blah. Battle in the arena, combo champions from. Well, it is okay. So it's deck building. So it's not. Combo champions for deck placement in the arena. Watch them Clash Royale 2. It's like auto chess, but it's like Clash Royale meets auto chess. It could be interesting to play. It will definitely be pay to win. I mean, you can already tell it's going to be pay to win, but it looks visually like auto chess. However, I don't think that you build the deck in the gameplay in like a couple seconds. I think you build your deck before the game starts by buying loot boxes and building your deck like that, and it just happens to be auto chess style. You actually get to the game. Then we have Nova Iron Galaxy, which was not, like last week, was not in Google pre-registration, which looks like not a game. It looks very visually appealing, but it looks like not an actual video game. It looks like it is a space city builder, ship builder thing, where you make sure your ship has lots of numbers and is strong because you have more numbers than your opponent because you spent more money. And then the ships go next to each other, do basically nothing, you don't control anything, and then whoever has the more numbers wins. That's what Nova Iron Galaxy looks like. It's just another... I mean, we got plenty of those on mobile already. I mean, not plenty. We don't get a ton of them all the time, but we have consistently gotten several per year over the course of several years. Over the course of, like, the decade plus. Congratulations. I don't know if they have Nana yet. If they don't, that's a big win. They do have a... You know what? Let's see. I'm curious. I'm going to say people build in second. That's for sure. I'm going to say, I'm going to go out on a limb, and we're not going to feed a second Nana. But I'm just curious. Dupe for Guild Siege, second build for other content. Yeah, there's over 75%. There's 77% of people voted for keep Dupe Nana. That's a lot of percent. So we're not feeding that. We are not gonna feed that one. Not as exciting as it was brand new, but I'll take that. Easy Guild Siege wins. Maybe not easy. Extra Guild Siege wins. So, Nova Iron Galaxy. Nova Iron Galaxy is one of those games that they're gonna, like, offer influencers extra money to promote that. I can already tell. This is one of those games. They're not going to target every influencer. They're just going to target specific ones. Like this, any influencer that does strategy games, they're going to be like, yeah, here's like 20% more. Because here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys the secret, right? From a YouTuber perspective on the inside. Oh, we got a fire jack-o'-lantern. The worse the game, the more they offer to promote it. The better the game, the less they offer. And the more they want everything done their way in terms of, like, promotions and things and yeah, the more edits they want. Like, Genshin knew it was good. They knew they had something good. So they're like, we're going to pay you less, we're going to expect more, and we want things done. They didn't have a script. Like, they don't want, like, some of them try to push the script on you, right? They're like, you have to say exactly this. I'm like, that's not my own words. I'm not going to say that. That doesn't feel right. But But yeah, Genshin was they were like, no, we want it done professionally, and I was like, well, I can't do that. I can't do it professionally. But yeah, Genshin versus some really like the city builders, man. It's like it's a big difference. It's like it's a pretty significant difference in terms of like the deals. City builders is like we just like as long as the game is on the screen and you have a smile. That's already a win for us. It's like, oh my god, why don't you just make a better game? They're like, we don't know how. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't. But whatever. Anyway, speaking of Genshin, talking about all this is why I don't get sponsored deals anymore. Did you guys notice that there's not been sponsored deals on this channel for quite a long time? I think the last one was actually Epic 7 sponsored stream, which was like a small, tiny little deal. And that was like over a year ago, which was crazy. But it's crazy. Anyway, we have Ni no Kuni, which looks kind of Genshin-y. I don't know that it's going to be like Genshin. I think that a lot of people that play Genshin may be interested in playing Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds. It really just looks like honestly, it looks kind of just like an MMORPG. But I feel like it's going to be pretty decent. It's Netmarble, right? So it's a known developer. And directed and produced by Level 5 and featuring animation from Studio Ghibli and music from composer Joe Hisaishi. I assume that some of you might know who that is. I do not. Talented team unites to create the newest installment in the Ni no Kuni game series. It looks pretty good. I didn't play it. I see some screenshots that they want it to look pretty good. Who knows how good it's potentially going to be as a game. But it looks good enough to actually download and play around with it. And I for sure will be doing that. Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds. I didn't even play the last one. The last Ni no Kuni game. I think people are going to compare this to Genshin. I don't think that the gameplay is going to be quite like Genshin. It's not going to be like an adventure game. It's going to be... I don't think it's going to be the same kind of gameplay. It's going to be similar-y. Wind Dice Magician. What else do we have? Chinese Parrots. So Chinese Parrots is a story game. You're like, what? Chinese Parrots? It's just some random story game where, like... Casual yet realistic life sim with Chinese authenticity. You step into the shoes of an average kid from the first day of life towards the end of your high school days. Study hard, have fun, make friends. Oh, have fun must have been a typo. Study hard, make friends, face the Gaokao, one of the most critical examinations in your life. This is something I can't relate to, but I think for the market that they're trying to target, I think is going to be very interested in this game. I think that they're going to... I think that there's going to be a lot of... I'm trying to like explain the type of person that I think would be interested in this game. Like the Twitch streamer girls that are Asian that do art streams. Like they draw things. That would be art, right? I think they would like this game. I think it's a very niche audience. But you know, I think that's good for mobile games. I think it makes sense rather than be like, we want everyone to play our game, but we also have no charm or appeal or anything. It's like, it's definitely better than City Builders, right? So this one's just very niche. It's supposed to target a certain audience, and I think it will. I think people will actually be interested in this. Again, a niche audience. It's just it's a story game, story simulator kind of thing. So kind of like a romance novel, just no romance. Or maybe there's romance. I don't know. Ooh, Wind Weapon Master. This is a guy that I don't really like. However, some people do. Another thing that I completely devilmon that I'm like, this I don't want this. I'm not gonna use this. Devilmon both Weapon Masters. Both Weapon Masters. Don't use them. I don't use them at all. I mean, like the wind one doesn't serve a purpose now, in my opinion, with Royd 2A. It feels like Royd is just a better version than the Wind Weapon Master. I know it's controversial, but and people disagreed with me on Royd. I was like, he's not bad. He's definitely a decent unit, but I don't think he's triple S tier. And people are like, no, he's triple S tier. And then like you see, like he's used sometimes in some 4-star siege. Is he used in RTA like he was in Special League? No, because it's not 20 star. It's not 20-star Special League. So he's not used anywhere near as much in RTA in the regular season. But of course, I was wrong because people said I was wrong, even though everything I said it turned out to be correct. But of course, I'm wrong because I don't know anymore. I don't know because people just wanted me to be wrong. Because I never said the unit was bad. I just said he's not as crazy good as people are making him out to be. He's not a triple S tier unit. So I was correct, but still somehow wrong. What do we got? Moo Origin 3 by Finger Fun Limited. I'll make so many comments about the name of that company. Finger Fun Limited. It's like a first date. Listen, if you don't get the joke, don't think about it too much. We'll just move on. Move on from that. Move on. Okay. Pego, could you please explain? No, we're not going to explain. That's the name of their company. That's it. What else do we have? But yeah, Moo Origin 3 just looks like what you would expect, I suppose. I mean, it looks good, but then it's like the mobile MMO thing. So, like all these mobile MMOs look good, and they look shiny, and they look like wow, and then like they never catch on with the Western audience. So, they come here, and then they... And it's like, why don't people like? Because there's no gameplay. But still, they should like it. Why? There's no gameplay. It plays itself. Oh, now I get it. Finger Fun Limited. So the fun that you have with your fingers playing the game is limited because most of it plays itself. That's it. Figured it out. Makes a whole lot of sense. Idle Fishing Village Tycoon. We don't even need to talk about it. Three Kingdoms Legends of War. This is a gacha game. I see 3 stars being summoned. I see 5 stars being summoned. I see very little gameplay that they're trying to show. This could be... I don't know. This could be interesting. Oh, it's an MMO. Okay. It's like an action MMO kind of thing. It's not. Really? Why you got 3 stars being summoned thing? Oh. Oh, Triton! I like how I'm not paying attention to the summons. I'm not paying attention to the summons. We get nat 5s and just like, just sitting here, just not at all. Wait, when did we get Eladriel? Hold on! What? When did we Catalandra. I didn't notice we summoned multiple Nat 5s? Seriously. When did we get that? When did we get these units? I don't remember. Oh my god. I don't remember this at all, guys. I really don't. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we got lots of blessings now. Jeez. Too busy with my finger fun limited jokes. Shall we go for what's the most probable I see, here's the thing. How can I expect anyone else to pay attention to my videos? I'm not even paying attention when I'm making them. I have no idea what's going on the screen. I'm like, oh yeah, it looks like we summoned some Nat 5s. Yep. Okay. Great. We'll do wind ones. There's a lot of good wind ones that they need. We'll do the legendary wind after that. Three Kingdoms, man. I was just so excited about Three Kingdoms that clearly I didn't want to think about anything else. I was trying to figure out what the game was. That's what they do. They're like, we're not going to show you. Like, they're going to be, we're very vague. Look at all this artwork. But what is the gameplay? Oh, don't worry about that. Just download it. That's what they want you. They want you to download it and then realize it's garbage. But you already downloaded it. It still counts. We gotta like downvote some of these games, man. Like the games that are just like bad and trick you. We should just downvote them. There's some old games that came out that I'm like, I never noticed, too. I always find these games from, like, 3-4 years ago. I'm like, oh, that seemed like it could have been cool, but it just fell under the radar. I think that's one of the things, like, some of these companies are like, oh, this game, nobody really noticed when it first came out. Let's release it again. Maybe they'll notice it more. And then people notice, they're like, this game already came out once. And the company's like, oh, that backfired. Okay, well, we tried. We tried. Let's go waters first. Three Kingdoms, Legends of War. There's a game called Vampire Idol, which looks like... It looks very... Mobarix. Hold on. Mobarix actually does a lot of games. Would they have a $35 budget for this game? Mobarix is a crap ton of games. Yeah, there's so many Mobarix games. Idle Iron Knight. No, yeah, there's a lot. They just keep putting out games. Every month there's a new Mobarix game. It's kind of like Com2uS. Every month there's a new Com2uS game. Although Mobarix puts less effort than Com2uS in these games. Yeah. All of these games have a $35 budget. Jeez. Vampire Idol. The game was made by two emo teenagers in 1997. I'm convinced. I'm completely convinced. Because this looks like what two emo teenagers would have made in 1997. This does not look new or impressive at all. Anything Mobarix does not look new or impressive. It is a game that is new to pre-registration. That's the only reason I'm mentioning it. Someone's gonna Google Vampire Idol by Mobarix and be like, oh god, they don't even have faces. They don't have faces. They didn't even bother. That would have taken extra effort. They had a $35 budget, guys. $35. Go pre-register for Ni no Kuni. And then maybe Mythic Legends. I don't know. It's probably not as good as I'm gonna give it credit for. Maybe Streets of Rage. Definitely Ni no Kuni though. If you could only do one of the new ones, Ni no Kuni. Some of these games, man, I wish they didn't release them so late on global. I think that's gonna constantly be a struggle going forward. Is that the Asian countries, not the Asian country, the Asian game developers, a lot of the Asian game developers don't respect the global audience to release the things at the same time. They release them afterwards. Com2uS released it very shortly afterwards. They didn't take a whole long time to release it. Whereas some of these companies, years later, they release it, and then they flop, and then they're like, "Oh, we were right to not respect it." It's like that's why it flopped. That's why it didn't do as good, because you released it years later. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I just complain. This whole thing is just complaint. every video is complaint, and then me not paying attention to the game on the screen. That's all this channel is. It's just a complaint channel. This light looks interesting. I hear a lot of people very excited, or they have been very excited for this light for quite a while, for like at least 6 months. I don't know how long ago it came out overseas, but it's been out for a bit. So, yeah, I also don't know, because it's a music-based game. So I don't know how many people are going to get... From what I understand, let me go read through this again. Right alongside here is godlike power, stylish, urban, mythological RPG. Feel the beat and experience this visually stunning world. Urban adventure set in the near future. Hold on. Let's do these. So in the near future with a stylish urban mythological theme. It is. I mean, they do have like their main character is a Anubis. So the divine power to awaken Esper's comes from God of worldwide mythology, including Chinese, Egyptian, Greek, and Northern European. Take on diverse appearances, personalities, depending on who they receive the power. It's music based, so I don't know if this is going to be a thing that you need to have the music on for, or what the situation is. It's like Jet Grind Radio plus I don't know, plus Epic 7. People are excited about it though. Or rather, they were excited about it like a year ago when it actually got released overseas. This whole thing, though, all these games. Oh, are they new though? Are they new? We got a Rakan, we got a Chiwu. Chiwu is already here. Do they have Rakan? Please tell me Rakan is new. Please Rakan be new. Both of them are both of them are dupes. Anyone excited about dupe Rakan, dupe Chiwu? Chiwu is a lot of people saying feed. Rakan is, I was just using Rakan actually. Wow, both of them, people saying feed. Feed. We are getting Nat 5s though. Can't complain with the amount. We're just, they just happen to be dupes. Dupes and dupes and dupes. Couple new ones. Many dupes though. Diablo Immortal. Like, all this stuff has been, like, anything good has been on the App Store on pre-registration forever. For eternity. Just release the games. That's all I want. Just release games. Make them good. There's so much crap out there. But that's the thing. It's like you can't have it both ways. You want to make a good game. It's going to take time. It's going to take money. And then, you know, I and many of us complain that the games take too long to come out. And well, actually, I'm not complaining that they take too long to come out. I'm complaining when overseas gets them a year before global gets them. That's my complaint. It's not that they take too long, but you know, I also complain a little bit that they take. You know, I'm like, they've been talking about releasing it forever. Just release it already. All the employees are on TikTok. That's why. But they would complain that it's too pay to win. But good games cost money. But then why are the crappy games pay to win? That take the $30 to $35 budget still pay to win. That's just greed. That's just greed. All right, it's legendary time. Wonderful. Fantastic. We have 17 legend. Actually, it's we should do the LDs first. Should we? We should do the LDs first. Let's do the legendaries first. I don't know. I can't make up my mind, guys. Hopefully we get a good LD. I know I'm just doing legendaries, but hopefully when we get to the LDs and the all tribute legendaries. Just 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. The rates were fine. We have been getting nat 5s. We are getting 5-star monsters. They just happen to be the things that they already have. Unfortunately. Because there's no banners. Right? So. Any other game. This is why it's, you know. Any future ComTOS games. It's going to be a struggle. There's just so much stuff that they refuse to put in. They refuse to put in. They refuse to put in. They refuse to put in years. And they come out with new games. They're like, hey, Lost Centuria. Crickets. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go take a look at how many people are actually playing Lost Centuria. Right now on Twitch. There is a total of, drumroll, 13. Oh, it's not even Lost Centuria. Oh my god, this is the best part of the video. 13 viewers for Summoner's War Lost Centuria. The only stream going on is Best Music Mix, No Copyright EDM, Gaming Music Trap House Dubstep. It's not even the game. It just happens to be in Summoner's War Lost Centuria on the page, but it's not actually anyone playing the game. Guys, so many people tell me I'm wrong all the time. They're like, no, I'm wrong, Bega, you're wrong about this, And then I'm showing you facts. These are facts. This is the facts. It's facts that Roid is not used as much as an S tier unit would be used. It's just facts, right? Not saying it's bad, just saying it's facts. It's facts that Lost Centuria took a nosedive. It's facts that Skylanders took a nosedive. Skylanders is closed. If people disagree with me that is a dead game, the servers are effing closed. You can't log into the game because the game is actually dead. It's not up for debate. It's the game closed. It's close. No, you're being too toxic. No, I'm being honest. There's a difference between honest and toxic. And many times on both. But someone's got to say it. They just keep, everyone else just keeps kissing Comto's butt. Well, not you guys, but like the other influencers. Because they have contracts with Comto's. Of course they're going to kiss up to them. 13 viewers, not actually from Boston. Oh my god. Listening to EDM music. That's great, man. That's great. But, you know, this is to be expected. What did they think was gonna happen? What did they think was gonna happen? Hey, Dark Chakra. Never got that unit on anywhere. Never got a beta either. Never got a Dark Joker either. I was gonna say never got a frigate. I did get a frigate though, so I can't say never got a frigate. So stubborn. Comtro's so stubborn. When people move away from them. I mean, it's not an opinion when it's a fact. It's a fact that there's 0 people watching Lost Center on Twitch right now. It is a fact that they closed servers for Ring of Heroes. I can't be wrong if it's not an opinion. It's a fact. No, you don't understand. No, I understand very well that they screwed people over. Dark One is actually pretty good. Dark Hypnomia, congratulations. They did a lot of things people didn't like, and then they made a bad name for themselves. People are like, I don't want to deal with Comto's anymore. And then they don't play the rest of the games. This is the same thing that's going to happen with the future Comto's games. Which one is this? Dark Sniper. I don't have that one either. Oh no, do I? Yeah, I don't have that one. Dark Rock Boy. We can still get more. We can still get more LD Lightnings from the All Tributes. Oh, we didn't zap anything. That's the problem. Actually, we did get some stuff, so maybe I shouldn't mess around. The problem is that you got probably better rates than normal. And you didn't mess around with anything. Alright, so we're not doing a few of these things. Not Street Fighter. Oh, Dark Neostone Finer. Okay. So, no SWC, no Street Fighter, no 7-year, no Friendship. He wants a Jameer. Light Rakshasa. I mean, they're Hall of Heroes units, but at least we are getting LD things from here, so. I think the Dark Hypno Meow is the best LD thing that we got. She's kind of interesting. Too bad she doesn't have a crazier skill 1. Asasis. She's got the shield and the crit resist. Okay, so we have 2 Transcendence. And then the 8-year Transcendence. That's all. That's all we have. You know what? Let's feed that Rakan. Let's feed it so we have 3. 3 blessings. He's gonna get his account back. He's gonna be like, stop feeding all the stuff. You fed everything. I didn't have Rakan. I didn't see Rakan here. No, we didn't even have it. It's not maxed. That's why. How's he using Rakan today? He does a lot of damage. Lots of damage. I don't remember him doing so much damage though. Like I was hitting him in Siege, and I'm like, this guy's going crazy. Like he's just deleting things without defense breaks. And then mine was doing it too. I'm like, I don't remember him doing so much damage. It's been a while since I used Rakan though. Okay, so yeah, just 3 Transcendence and then 8-year. It doesn't say don't do the 8-year Transcendence. It just says, yeah, let's go. Let's go for it. Dead on the UG is not bad. I'm just saying. What do we have? Does he have a Beth? I think he has a Beth. I don't see a Beth. He does have a Beth. I'm assuming he doesn't have Wind on the UG. He does not. Okay, so that's new. She's better than it seems. In certain instances. You can't just pick her everywhere. But she's not terrible. So, do they have the Fire Bomber? Wow. That's the question, isn't it? Do they have the Fire Bomber? I mean, we could check here, we could check there, we could check anywhere. Actually, we should probably check the other place. I don't see him so far. I'm going to use my better judgment. I did some research as well. We're going to go with the Fire Sky Surfer. I know the Water Shadow. This is another controversial. We keep getting the Water Shadowcaster. We're just going to get him a 3rd time as well. The question is, this last Transcendent Scroll, do we get the Water Shadowcaster again? Oh, he has Tiana. I don't know if he has Chicken, though. I don't know if he has the Chicken. Second Tiana better than second Chicken. Unless he really... He's got the Chicken. We're going to pick a second Tiana. Some people are going to be very controversial. Shadowcaster is turn 2 unit, right? Turn 2 bruiser. For the John, he is a... I mean, I've used both of them this week, right? Did videos on both of them this week. John is a turn 1 unit. He's a turn 1 aggressive. He's got some cooldowns. He's got attack, gauge, absorb. He's got bombs. I mean, bombs are the big part of him. Man, I'm gonna use John in some in RTA. Stupid idea. Just doing RTA and not using John. Just doing RTA. Stupid idea. Terrible idea. All right, so we're doing 8-year Transcendent Scroll. Yeah, I think that's the last. That's the last one. And we're not doing any of these because he's a collector. 8-year Transcendence. Let's go. RNG, please. I don't know if that's new. I don't know if any of these. He has the Fire Paladin. He has the Wind Weapon Master. Does he have Hathor? Does he have... He doesn't have Diana. Okay. Does he have... Oh. Does he have the Amelia, Abellio? What else do we have to check? Hathor, Ritesh, Rika. Rika? He has Rika. Okay. Abellio he has. Amelia he has. Oh, this is going to be an easy one. Hold on. Unless he does... He has Hathor. Wait, does he have Ritesh? He has Ritesh. So the only new one is This is the easiest choice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Contrast. They're like, we only give you one new monster. That's okay. Everything else doo-doo. I mean, not everything else doo-doo, but one new monster. I noticed the Fire Paladin before, so. Also, we would have picked Diana over her anyway. GG. There we go. So... That's a good unit, man. Okay, so end of the day, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, but not all of them are new. This is a dupe, this is a dupe, this is a dupe. The new ones are Weapon Master, Xiao, Diana, John, Carnal. Carnal, he was one of his most wanted. It was on there. Oh, you know what we should have done? Hold on. I just want to see. No, we didn't get the other ones that he wanted. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we didn't get a Jameer, we didn't get the Speedleys, we didn't get the Ganymede, but I think he's gonna be pretty happy. We did get the Slayer. I took him out of those things. We got the Slayer, we got the dupe. We got some good units for Siege as well. So I don't know how much he's gonna use them, because I don't think he really does too much of that. And then we got the Diana, who's super toxic. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Congratulations to him for getting married. He's gonna be married by the time this video is out on YouTube. So anyway, that's it for this one. See you as always in the next one.